Hello, hello, it's Tash Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to
It's Saturday.
Your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us, it's Saturday. Oh my goodness.
We're in our tennis girl eras today.
We really are. So sad. Matt and I played one awesome round of tennis and then he hurt his knee. And I'm like, well, now I have no one to play tennis with.
No.
So I will literally drive to Orleans to play with you.
I know it's so hot right now to play, but
Dude,
when
today,
it cools down.
When it cools down.
I want to get into pickleball too because I feel like it's
Are there
just
any
easier.
courts that we can go to?
Yeah, there's one here. It's the same court, but it's just the lines are different.
Okay.
So they literally
and the
draw.
net's the same too?
Net's the same. It's just a smaller court.
Do you have a pickleball paddle and stuff? No. Okay, me neither. I like just got my tennis stuff like 2 years ago and I barely used it. So I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'd be better at pickleball.
I know. It's like it's like the less hard version of tennis. I feel
like it's a badminton and tennis. Like,
yes.
If they had a baby, they would have a pickleball.
Yeah. We love pickles. So
100%.
Oh my gosh. We had busy weekend coming up. We had busy weeks. I feel like we both are at the point where we're like, we don't know what day it is. We don't know what time it is.
I'm stressed.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on. It's just so much with work and then personal life and everything is really great. All great things, but it's just a lot all at once.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're feeling the exact same.
And I also feel like that it's June and June's going to go by like this and then it's July and then we leave. So it's boom, 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 boom.
Literally.
Every weekend's booked.
Every weekend's booked. Yeah. I forget who it was. Someone was trying to plan something and I was like, listen, I have 3 weddings this summer, my bachelorette, and then I'm gone. So I actually don't have any weekends to see anyone or do anything.
No. I'll see you in September.
See you in September. Maybe.
Okay,
tell me about your weekend because it was finally the most stunning, beautiful weekend. It was so nice out.
Dude, I had the most neighborly thing happen to us since we've moved in Orleans, and we were literally it was Friday at 4:30. It was a beautiful day out, and I was like, I'm feeling I want a beer. I want to go sit on a patio and grab a beer. And so there's Broadhead Brewery right here, and it's always good vibes, and you can bring your dog and sit outside.
My God, the best.
We need to go one time with Stark.
I would love that.
And so we were literally in the car driving. It was random. We had not planned this. Nova's in the car. All of a sudden, I see someone yell at the car, "Oh!" And then I look, and it's literally Steph. And she's
dead.
She's like, "Oh my god!" Because at first she was just like, "Oh my god, look at this cute dog."
Oh my, that's so genuine. I fucking love
she's
that.
Like, "Oh my god, look at this cute dog!" And then she realized it was my dog, and was like,
"Wait, I know that dog.
Wait, I know that dog.
Can I pet that dog?"
So we literally we're driving beside them, we're going to Broadhead Brewery, and then anyway, so they drove off. They were going to get dinner at Sushi, and I texted her, I'm like, we're going to Broadhead Brewery, to grab a beer, feel free to stop by. So they literally go get sushi. 20 minutes later, we are still there, on our first beer. She's like, hey, we're done, we're gonna come. So they came for a beer.
Unreal.
And it was just one of those random nights that you hadn't planned, and
I
just
love that.
Those are the best nights.
Spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Just shooting the shit.
Yeah,
That's
so it was really
awesome.
fun and just wholesome. And then we came back here, played some spike ball, and it was just a beautiful summer night.
Oh, it was so nice this whole weekend. I felt like I was outside so much.
So much. Yeah. What did you do Friday? I feel like you had a fun night too.
Oh yeah, Friday. So Friday we were originally supposed to go mini putting with Chris and Shauna, but then obviously Matthew's situation, he's like, I can do mini putt. I'm like, honestly, you probably could, but I just feel like it's just couldn't. You're
it's
just
why?
Yeah, just wait. So they came over. We ordered food. We ordered sushi actually. Oh, and speaking of sushi, Steph went to that new spot in Orleans that apparently is so good.
Yeah, she told me about it. She was like, well, we're the ones who, I think we showed you saying that the guy came from Tokyo, literally came here, and then he makes the rolls right in front of you.
That's the best.
We need to go.
When you go and there's not even really a menu, you just whatever the chef wants. There used to be a spot like that on the hill in Tremblant. It was so good.
Yeah.
Shut down. I don't know why, but yeah, side note, gotta go there.
We gotta go.
So we ordered a bunch of sushi and we just played board games. We were outside on the deck, and then I don't know, we just we were drinking. We were like, man, it's been a while. I hadn't really drank since a while, over a month, because I hadn't drank leading up to the race. So I was just like, this feels good, this tastes good. And then I don't know how it started, but we kind of just me and Shauna made a shot, and it was kind of that one night where we were doing shot for shot.
Yes.
But the boys did not come through. All of their shots, no offense, Chris Allen and Matthew Dickey, were not good, man. To be fair though, like we had way less ingredients. Like it was Friday, so it was like end of the week. Like we were out of juices and like different things. Yeah, groceries were low, so we weren't working with a lot. But like Sean and I still like came through, and all of our shots were delicious. And some of the boys, I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like this is, and even they were like, this is dust. But yeah, we did a couple rounds of those, and again, just because it was like a little like shot with like a little bit of alcohol and like some juices, like I wasn't really hungover the next day because it's not like we were doing like full drinks, like mixed drinks, you know. It was just like these tiny little shots of these little drinks we were making. So we woke up feeling fresh. Another wholesome neighborly event, our neighbor Heather, who we love, who is like literally our friend. I shouldn't even say neighbor at this point. Like our friend who is also happens to be our next door neighbor. Yeah. So lucky. It was like she's running the canteen at Sam's soccer tournament that this past weekend. So because her and her husband are running the canteen, they can't go to a lot of Sam's games to watch because they're like in charge of the canteen. So Sam was like, what if like Matt and Tash come to my games? And at first Heather was kind of like, no, like they're not going to want to go to your games. Like I'm not even going to ask them kind of thing. But then she thought about it more, and she was talking to her daughter, and her daughter was like, but it's Matt and Tash. Like obviously they would want to go. And I was so fired up. She asked me and I was like, she'll send me a schedule, like what time are his games. So Matt and I went like early Saturday morning to one of his games, and then I went in the afternoon to one of his games. And it was just so interesting because I've never been to like a kids soccer tournament before.
Oh my god, so fun.
All the parents like roll up with their chairs. Like Luis had this sick foldable bench, like literally longer than your couch, like a bench that just like folds up like really compactly, super comfortable. Like
all the snacks, I feel like
literally parents had like all their coolers out, like snacks, juices, like saw a couple Coronas near the end of the day too. I was kind of like, interesting.
Oh my god, so fun.
And it was just so fun to see like him in action, and like see what like 13-year-olds are like playing soccer, and they're really good.
They're better than us probably.
No, literally. But there was this one kid on their team, I swear to god, he looked like 19 years old. Like he had a beard. I was like, that kid is not 13. They're like, he is. I'm like, that's crazy how like some kids are like 5 foot nothing, and then there's like a 6 foot with a beard. I'm like, that's crazy.
Like, how is this the same?
But yeah, it was super fun. His tournament was Saturday and Sunday. We went to most of his games on Saturday. Didn't make it to any on Sunday. But it was just like such a wholesome.
And Matt brought his little like camcorder. That's so cute. I was like, wait, are we like in the 90s?
Yeah, it was just so fun, super wholesome. And then we ended up in the pool all weekend as well. They came over after their canteen duties. They rolled up. They brought all like the leftover pizza that they had, which shout out to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's underrated.
Pizza Hut, yes.
Pizza Hut pizza, I never order it. It's so good.
And their crust is really good. It's a little sweet. Like I find it's like it has a different texture than regular like, crust, and it's really good.
The pizza's like doughy, but not overly doughy. The pizza, like we had some while we were there, and then they brought some afterwards, and like the pizza that we had fresh at the beginning of the day and like at the end of the day, like both were so good.
So good.
So yeah, we spent time in the pool. I feel like I got a bit of a tan going. And it was just a really good weekend.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
Yeah, super wholesome.
Yeah, we had like a fun Saturday too because our friends Vinica and Ramar got engaged, so Hannah threw them like a little shindig at her house, and we went to Hugo Taco, which I've never gone to.
Oh, like I thought you were at Yako Taco.
No,
what's Hugo Taco?
Hugo Taco, it's on Bank, and it's like kind of close to social. It's actually connected to Social Thai. So Social Thai is like this restaurant, and apparently they actually like found this guy in Mexico. Brought him here. They opened up a little like a food truck. Okay. And $6 tacos, really, really authentic. Like Carlos says, it's like very close to like tacos that he's had in Mexico, which I'm like, okay, really, really good. So we had that, and they like have Coronas there. They have a seating area, but it was completely full. So we like got our tacos, walked back to Hannah's house, and we also got Mushu, that's what it's called, Mushu ice cream. So good.
Okay, Matt's such a Mushu hater.
Why?
He hates it. He just thinks it tastes like shit. And he's like, there's
which
always
flavors?
I don't remember. I'm never allowed to go. Like like if I'm ever with him, we get ice cream. Like we're never getting Mushu.
I've honestly, I think I've only had it one other time. There's always a massive line, so I'm kind of like always like, I'm
always
not worth it.
Massive line.
I'm not
I feel
worth
like
it.
it's like super hipstery.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the one I had, I thought it was good. But I mean, vegan ice cream just doesn't taste as good.
Oh, it's vegan. I didn't even know that.
Oh, well, that's interesting that you didn't know.
No. Well, Farzad went and got it. Like the guys went and got the Mushu ice cream because I'm like, I'm not waiting in that line. Like I don't care about it. Like I was like, I'm good. And then Ramar really wanted it, so the guys went with him. They got it. They brought me back like 3 different flavors. They were all really good. They weren't like super sweet.
Okay.
I feel like you could eat a lot of it and not feel like sick after, but I liked it. It was good. But
dude, speaking of ice cream, McDonald's right now, guys, if you don't know, their hot fudge sundaes are $2, and with tax, it's only $2.10.
it's dangerous.
I've had like way too many than I would like to admit in the last like 3 weeks.
Since you told me about it, I've been going like all the time.
I probably on average like 2 to 3 a week right now.
It's so bad. And then even their like cones are just $1. They're like just like vanilla cones.
Oh
So
my god, it's dangerous.
summer at McDonald's.
Oh, so
Not
good.
helping my summer diet.
Oh, you know what else we did? I kind of forgot about.
Yeah.
We went out for Telvin's birthday on Sunday. We went to Matt was out like the whole day with the guys. Like they did the whole like they went to Med Supper Club for brunch, which has bottomless mimosas.
Oh, I didn't know
for like
that.
$35, which I feel like is pretty good. And then they went bowling. LOL. Matt didn't lose. He didn't come in last. So yeah, he went bowling. I'm like, oh, you can go bowling. I'm like, looks like you can walk Stark now. Great. Thank you so much. And then like a bunch of the guys had girlfriends, and so a bunch of the girls went after to G Burger, and I was kind of disappointed because I was so excited for like a classic like G Burger, like double cheese, just like a burger. But they had some sort of like summer kickoff menu, and there was only like one specific burger or like a brisket sandwich that you could get.
Okay.
And it's just like, you know, it's not what you want. Like it had like pineapple and like all this stuff on it. And like in theory, it sounded really good. And actually was good. Like I tried it. It was yummy, but it was like not what I wanted. And they had fries. Oh, it didn't even come with fries. That's the thing. So the burger was like $16. And then if you want to get fries, it's another $14.
$14
For a side of fries. When I tell you, there was literally 9 fries on this thing. They were big, thick fries. And they weren't cooked all the way through. Like it tasted like I was eating like a raw potato. I was so pissed.
And they had karaoke. Was that at the place?
No, they just had a DJ who was fire. The
okay.
DJ was sick. He had like the crowd up and dancing. Freaking Jetson was like kept stealing Matt's cane and like was just using it as a prop, like dancing his heart out with the cane, like doing all these crazy
That's
moves
so
with it. It was really funny. And I had Monday off like from work, so it was kind of nice to
Not be like waking up at 6.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I drove, so I didn't drink, and that was really nice as well. But yeah, I forgot we did that.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
the weekend just like comes and goes, and I'm like, wait, what did I do?
What did I do?
I didn't even write that down. I was
No.
like, what else did I do? I did other stuff.
Dude, literally, I was literally thinking that too the other day too. I got to give a little shout out though to one of my like besties. Growing up, she was like my neighbor. Speaking of neighbors and Heather and stuff, but like, okay, I had like a group of friends growing up on our street that were all like my age. And we had like a little squad. We would literally go outside and play all night. Like nobody was watching TV or like on iPads.
I
like
love that. Miss
we
that.
would literally like school was done. You go
to the
outside
park,
and play from
ride
like
your bike.
5 to like 9. You'd be outside. And so one of my good friends, Janelle, who literally lived like 3 doors down from me, listens to the pod. She listens every week. I got to give her a shout out. She messaged me the other day being like, I'm all caught up in your life. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Sometimes I forget
so
people
cute.
are listening to
I
this.
know.
You know? I'm like, oh.
You're like, how did you know that? You're like, wait, I literally tell the world on the platform.
Literally. But it just made me like realize like all these like random memories that came to my mind, like from growing up on our street. Like, okay, there was a house that was being built like, I think it was like down the street from us, and it was like pretty much built. It was like almost done, and we figured out that this house was like unlocked. And after like the construction workers would leave at the end of the day, we made this like our clubhouse. So we would literally leave like a rock in the window, and we would get in, and we would each have our own like rooms. This is like our hangout area.
Yeah.
It was just like an empty, massive house. So it was me, my friend Janelle, this other girl Pooja, and this other girl Yin. We would hang out there. We made our little clubhouse, and we were like the Sailor Moon clubhouse.
I'm dead.
And we each like were one of the Sailor Moons, and we had these little like cards that were laminated with like our picture.
How'd you get a laminator?
I don't even know. One of our friends did it. And like it would say, I don't even know what was on the cards. I can't remember, but it was like, Janelle, you got to tell me what was on the cards, because I was like so young. I don't really remember, but it was like our favorite like color, like favorite things, and it was just like our identification card.
Oh my god, this is insane.
And we would literally bring around with us, and like other kids would come hang out with us, and we'd be like,
okay, wait, how old were you? Are you 9? Are you 12? like you can't be
11,
okay. Like,
I think
probably like grade 5, 6 kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But it was so funny.
Dude, that just unlocked a memory for me.
Tell me.
That was deep in the vault. So, because you just brought up like this clubhouse. So, back in my neighborhood, they had like, they started building like little divisions of these townhomes. And then they had like a model home. You know how they always have like model homes? So, before all these houses were built, they had the model home. And we found out that the model home was like unlocked. So, we would go into the model home sometimes and literally just chill in the model home.
Has like furniture inside and stuff.
Like it had like a bunch of stuff in it. We would just go and like we weren't like doing anything bad. We were just like going in there. We bring snacks and like it was just cool to have like a spot that wasn't like any of our houses. And we would like talk about like how we would decorate our house. Like me and my friends like Mel, my friend Jen Ha. Like we were just like,
dude,
just I don't know what the fuck we would do in there, but we did stuff.
I know.
Like,
I was
we
just
chilling.
trying to think. I'm like, what did we do all night? Like I remember hanging out every single night with these girls, like from 5 to like 9. Sometimes my parents would be like, you got to come home for dinner. Like it'd be like super late. And I remember too one night, because I was definitely like the scrawniest one in like the friend group, because Yen and Pooja were a little bit older, and I feel like Janelle like grew into her body a little bit faster, so I was like the one who didn't have like boobs yet and things. Now I got boobs, but before I didn't. And I remember one day I was like feeling like, I don't know, like, you know how you have a feeling I'm gonna stuff my bra today, okay?
Yes.
Literally, guys, I was wearing this like white tank top. Why are you wearing white when you're gonna stuff your bra? I was wearing my Licenza like sports bra, and I was like, I'm gonna stuff my bra today. I started stuffing my bra, and then you kind of look at it
with Kleenex.
Yeah, with Kleenex, and then you kind of looking like a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. I got so carried away. I literally opened the door. Janelle's like hanging out with me. She comes to my door. I open the door. I have these like Kleenex
big ass
boobs,
titties,
and she literally looks at me. She's like, did you stuff your bra? Like right away.
And you're like, no.
She's like, I was like, she's like, you definitely stuff your bra. Like you can see the white, like
it's like not even like smooth. It's just like bumpy.
I felt so embarrassed when I started taking it out. Thank God I didn't leave the house like that. But she was just like, right away. She's like, you stuffed your bra. I was like, yeah.
I'm dead. You just unlocked another memory for me, Rowena. One time I remember like same thing. Like I was so scrawny, like literally didn't have boobs until I was like 18. And all my friends like had boobs, and I was just like, what the hell, like when am I gonna get my boobs? Even worse than toilet paper, one time I literally took a dishcloth and just rolled it into a cylinder and put it like, so it was just like across like this, so it wasn't like two boobs, it was just like one boob straight across. And I remember my mom stopped me and she was like, did you stuff your bra? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, if you're gonna stuff it, like at least do it right. She's like, you cannot leave the house like that. Like everyone's gonna know.
Oh my God.
I just had this like one like cylinder like right across. I'm like, okay, check it out.
Oh my God.
The things we do.
I
remember I used to, before straighteners existed, I would put my hair on an ironing board and I would iron my hair straight.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. There's
That's
so many random things.
Dangerous. Like, like I was like in grade 7. I don't think my mom knew. And you also remember like it was such a big deal like the first time you shaved your legs too.
Shaved your legs. And also like my mom was a hairstylist, so she always used me as like a doll for like when she wanted to practice things. And I remember there was like during the Avril Lavigne phase where people were like dyeing their hair pink and blue.
Yep.
So she got this blue dye from work and she was like, I want to see like how this turns out. So I'm like, oh my God, use me as like a model. So she like literally dyed my hair blue. My dad was like, what did you do to her? I had,
Your
like,
teachers are probably like, what the
I had
heck?
like blue streaks in my hair. I looked so bad with like black eyeliner. Like I was just, oh my God, pictures from those time. Like,
oh my God.
So
many crazy
funny
memories.
Yeah. So funny. So
I'm
anyway,
just a girl.
We're literally just girls. So, and speaking of just being a girl, I don't know if it's just me or all females are like this, but when I go to open something, like, I don't know, a bag of chips, like, I don't know, anything, like opening it, I open it in like the worst way possible to a point where if I was like, why did you open it like this? Like, we can't reclose it.
Okay, this is so funny because literally whenever I open something and then Matt will come the next time and he'll be like, oh my God, Tash. And I'll be like, well, I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, what? He's like, was there some sort of animal in our house that just came through and ripped open this bag of chips? Because there's no way that a human person would open a bag of chips like this. And I was like,
no, I'm literally just a girl. Like literally there'll be like, you know, like the turkey bacon or whatever, they have like a resealable thing. I'll literally open it underneath the resealable portion. If I was like, there's literally a resealable portion so you can close it after, I'm like, oh, Like, I'm just a girl.
I'm
like
literally just a girl, and I don't. That's a blue job. I feel like I just shouldn't open those.
Every time I need to open
things.
something, I'm like, can you open it? Like, I don't want to open things.
For some reason, it's like you go to cut it straight, but then it's just like, like somehow, or you're like, oh, I could just rip it, and then it just rips like totally down the side instead of across. I'm like, I mean, I thought it was fine, but Matt's like, there was a wild animal here. Like, this is crazy.
My friends are literally, whenever we open things, he's like, I'll take that. I'm like,
that's so funny. I'm honestly, I find comfort in the fact that it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. It's literally not just you. And also, like, I feel like wedding season is just around the corner.
Yeah,
and
baby, we're almost 2 months out. Oh my god, yeah, almost 2 months.
Yeah. So if you're attending a wedding this summer, I just feel like the perfect little slogan that I came up with for if you should wear a dress to a wedding is, if the base is white, then it's not right.
That's not right.
It's not right. Like,
it's not right.
I don't care if it's a white dress with like a bunch of little flowers. Like, no, just get a different color. It's the one day you can just wear any color. Just don't wear white.
Oh my God, this reminds me. I didn't tell you this yet. So funny. You are right. If the base is white, it is not right. Yeah. I get a text from Rachel on Sunday night when I'm at G Burger, and she goes, hey, I have a question. And I was like, yeah, like, what's up? She's like, can I wear red to your wedding? And she's like, I heard from Tay, like, red's not allowed, and I wanted to check with you because, like, I got this dress and I felt like it was super Italy. And I was with Matt, so I was like, I don't care if she wears red. Do you care? He's like, no. And then she's like, yeah, apparently back in the day when you wore red, it meant that you're sleeping with the groom. And you're like, she's like, I just don't want to come across as like some whore. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, died laughing. I'm like, I've never, ever once heard of this. I literally just saw people this weekend at weddings. A bunch of them were wearing red. So I'm like, I guess a bunch of these girls are sleeping with the groom. But I'm like, no, wear red. Like, I literally don't care.
Like, yeah, I heard that one. But I'm like, okay, like, if you know, like, now blue means like you're sleeping with, like,
with the bride.
With the bride, like, it's too much. Like, just don't wear white. Like, I feel like
don't wear white.
Wear
red. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, if you're a bride and you want your bridesmaids to wear white, like, that, power to you.
Yeah.
Not for me, but like, you do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just find that so funny. There's so many little rules, apparently.
There's so many rules.
Yeah. It's funny. Like, some people don't want you to wear black, but then some people want you to only wear black. So it's just like.
So that's the thing too. Like, I always thought, don't wear black to a wedding. It's like funeral vibes. But then now I feel like it's chic. It's like, black, wear black to a wedding.
Yeah.
So what do
like,
you
for
wear?
me, summer weddings, I just think, like, for me, like, if you're coming to my wedding and you're listening to this, like, I'm envisioning like bright colors and like fun patterns, and just like, you're in fucking Italy and it's the summer. Like, just wear something really fun. Yeah. But not white.
No, not white.
If the base is white, don't wear that.
Oh my God. And then Love Island has started.
Okay, I have not.
I know you haven't watched
it yet. I fully planned on waking up early today and going on the tread and watching it, and I woke up and my body was just so sore from working out the last couple of days that I was like, today's a rest day.
No,
so I haven't watched it yet.
And sometimes you just need to like just take the rest day too, and not push your body to like do a bunch of workouts. But no, watch it. I watched the first episode yesterday, and they recoupled in a new, like, they recoupled them.
It wasn't the public
way.
that picked.
No, so it's a new way. So that was fun. Ooh. The group looks like they could be funny.
Okay. Are they hot?
They're hot. Guys are hot.
They're never hot at first.
Yes.
And then you get to know them and you're like, oh no, wait, you're hot.
That's for me. Like, I don't think right away I'm like, oh, that guy's so hot. But then when I started learning about their personalities, I'm like, oh, that guy's hot. Or like the girls too.
Yes.
So the first episode of Love Island's always the worst because you don't know them. So you're kind of like, you know,
it's kind of awkward when they're picking each other. And it's just like the whole thing.
So
okay, I'm excited.
Summer's officially, when Love Island starts, I feel like summer is officially here.
I'm ready to spend 80 hours on the treadmill because I'm only watching it while I'm on the treadmill. 12, 3, 50.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I have one sorry that I need to get off my chest.
Okay, let's hear it.
And strawberry milk bomb. Strawberry milk bob.
Strawberry milk
mob. She made a TikTok about this. You know those TikToks she makes? It's like,
she's really funny.
She's really funny. Reason like 58 why I love men. Well, this is why I hate men. I'm sorry, but why do men always have to put things in your tiny little purse? Like, I'll bring the smallest purse out, and then as soon as I pull it out, Fire's just like, hey, can I put my phone, my wallet, my keys, my puffer, like all this stuff, and he like wants to put everything in my purse, and I'm like, why don't you get a purse?
Yeah.
Why don't you bring something?
And then they have the audacity to be like, well, like, why would you get a purse so small if it can't fit stuff in it? It's like, well, it's not meant for you. It's meant for my lip gloss and my ID And that's about it.
That's it. Because you're paying. That's all I'm putting in there.
That's all it's meant for.
It's not meant for your stuff.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't have room for your drill.
Yeah.
I don't have room for your camera. I don't have room for your sewing machine.
No, I can't do it.
For spike ball.
Like
No.
there's so many things. Like, oh, here's my sunglasses. Can you take them? I'm like, no, I can't, actually.
I honestly feel bad for guys because where do you put all of your shit?
Get yourself a little man purse thing. like
a little like
satchel.
yeah, like what is it? Crossbodies.
Yes.
Like a fanny pack. Those are still pretty cool. I feel like guys can rock those. But otherwise, I feel so bad for them too because they have to always sit on their wallet, and I feel like that like fucks up when you sit because your one butt cheek is higher than the other, and that's so uncomfy.
But I also feel like guys are such babies when it comes to comfort. Like, we will walk in heels, we'll be uncomfortable, we're wearing like underwear that's upper butts, but then they, God forbid, have to wear a little purse, like a little man satchel thing. They're like, oh, it's so like uncomfortable. Like, can you just take my stuff? I'm like, oh my God. I can't imagine if you were a girl and have to wear heels or have to put on an uncomfortable pair of shoes or dress or whatever. Like, they just can't do it.
Matt always wears his Crocs that are so freaking ugly. And he's like, but they're so comfy. I'm like, literally anytime someone sees you wearing these, they say, what are those?
His also look like spaceship Crocs. They look like Yeezy Crocs or something. They look different.
God. They are just something else. They're their own category in itself. But yeah, I don't know why men always do that. Stop doing that. Let's talk about Alix Earle because this girl is literally slaying life, continues to, and I still continue to love her. So she was on the cover of the Illustrated Sports Illustrated, the digital cover. There we go.
Cover.
And she looked phenomenal.
She looks so good. I'm also just like, you don't work out and you look like this.
She's also 22.
That's what you have to keep remember.
Yeah. 22. Jeans are everything, honestly. Yeah. But she looked amazing. I thought it was so cute when she was walking down the runway with all of her sisters. And in the cover and all of like the photos for the digital issue, she actually didn't get them retouched. So she asked them not to retouch it. She wanted like the raw photo. So if you look, because when I first saw the photos, I'm like, oh, I'm surprised because like she has like little like bumps on her underarms, a little bumps around like there. I need to see that. Yeah, I respect that. Honestly.
So she like didn't get them retouched. She still looks more beautiful than anyone else, but like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't like smooth everything out and get a bunch of stuff like reshaped. Yeah,
and you know, she's so open and honest like about her skincare and just like in her boob job. So I feel like it wouldn't be the play for her to not be transparent. It's just like,
it's like goes with her brand.
Yeah, it literally goes with her brand, and she's killing it.
I feel like they're the new Kardashians, like the Earle family. Like all of them are gonna be famous because like the sister's already like climbing up.
Ashton for sure. I also just find it so weird, like, because Alix is 23 or 24 and Ashton just turned 21, but they look so much older to me. Not in like a bad way. They just like, I'm like, I didn't look at that when I was 21. Like, Ashton looks like a woman. Like, she looks like 25, 26.
And like what they're doing with their lives and how they're dressing. Like, I was looking not good like that.
Loser. Like, what? I didn't have that kind of fashion sense. No. It's crazy. But I guess also like you just have way more inspiration around you from the internet and like TikTok. Like, all these things you're looking at, it definitely like inspires you more. Whereas we literally had the Abercrombie store where it was like pitch black and like smelled bad.
And also like the style we were looking at were like thin eyebrows. We were like black eyeliner. Yeah. Like, I feel like with the times, like people are getting more beautiful as they like are younger because they're not like touching their eyebrows as quickly and things like that. 100%. But also I feel like it could go the other way where they're getting a lot of filler and Botox early, so then they might not look good when they're older. They may look good now, but then when they are older, they might not look good.
We'll have to wait and see.
But yeah, and Xandra, who's like this other content creator who her and Alix used to be like best friends.
Yes.
They had a falling out. They like aren't friends anymore.
Do you remember why?
So they didn't actually officially say why, but she made that episode about friendships and stuff. And she talked about how...
Was she the one that took the photo of her?
I think she's like the one that was just like thirsty and like trying to be friends with her because she was trying to like also like get famous.
Yeah.
And I don't know like what exactly happened, but there was definitely some drama. I'm definitely on Alix's side just because I feel like we follow her. I don't really follow Xandra. But anyway, they were both there because she's Rookie of the Year for Sports Illustrated. So then people were like, oh my God, like that must have been so awkward because they like don't hang out at all. They don't talk. They don't follow each other. And then now they're put in this like event. So obviously they had to like act cool, but like it must have been so awkward.
Probably.
Like running into your ex-best friend, but like at a work event.
That's so awkward. That's almost worse than an ex-boyfriend.
I think running into your ex-best friend is worse than running into your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wild. So crazy. But
okay, let's talk some random ass shit.
yes.
Do you remember I went to Carleton and I went to U Ottawa, but we used to have these Facebook groups and it was called like overheard at CU, and people would just post in the groups like things that they overheard and they were just so ridiculous and so funny. Do you remember those?
I was never not part of it, but Farza told me about this. Yes, I do remember. Oh my gosh.
I just like I had such a random flashback to it because we have like workers fixing our interlock again. And one day I was just inside like doing work and the windows were open because it wasn't too hot yet. You could have the windows open, you didn't have to turn the AC on, so I could like hear their conversation, and they were talking about the most whack shit. Like I literally just overheard one thing that really stuck out was like, yeah, like we used to be really close, but then she started doing a bunch of crack and all her teeth fell out, so I haven't really seen her in a while. And I was like, oh my God, who's in my driveway right now?
You're like, sir?
I'm like,
what do you
I
mean?
mean, adult. I'm like, this is really weird. Like, pardon me?
Pardon?
And I just just remembered all these like random things people would write in these Facebook groups, and it was just hilarious.
It was always like at the library or something. Like someone would be like overheard or
just like the most obscene shit.
I wish we could find it and just read some of them. That would be so
I wonder
funny.
if they still exist because I'm still in some really old ass groups on Facebook. So I wonder if those still exist.
If they do, we should post some on the pod account. That'd be so funny. Oh my God, that'd be
hilarious. Or there's even like an overheard in Ottawa. Like there was super niche like schools, but then there was like bigger like spans of it as well.
Oh my God.
I just thought that was funny.
That's so cool. So SHEIN, another SHEIN, or okay, you wrote something now. Yeah. I'm like, wait, I'm like second guessing everything.
But to blow your mind, guys, allegedly it's called SHEIN.
Okay, SHEIN, like she's in this?
Like SHEIN.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna say
SHEIN.
I like SHEIN more.
Yeah, me too.
SHEIN is like too hard.
Yeah.
No. It's like Noti and Notif. Remember that?
What do you prefer?
So you guys know like SHEIN always has like dupes for things. Like I feel like you can literally find like Aritzia dupes on SHEIN. You can find all these different things. But now different companies that actually buy from SHEIN, like fast fashion brands like Misguided buys from SHEIN. Revolve. They wholesale buy from SHEIN. SHEIN is just outright like exposing them, like putting in the description misguided. So you will literally find something that's on the Misguided website on SHEIN, and it literally says it now. Like SHEIN's just putting it out on the table like, now.
We're not doing your dirty work anymore.
Literally.
Damn.
So you can like, I found this like, for example, there was like a pair of shorts that are on Misguided for like $65 on SHEIN for like 20. Like,
really?
So they're buying it at that price and then
upselling it.
And half those places have like duties, no returns.
Yeah.
Where SHEIN does.
Don't get me started on that. Free returns from SHEIN. Like
the free returns is like, wow. I don't want store credit. I don't want to have to pay my shipping fee to send back. Like I want free returns.
Yeah. If shipping it back to China, if they can do that for free, like why can't I ship it to California for free? Or like Australia, like if it's the same distance.
No.
Like, come on.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like Pretty Little Thing, $30 delivery. No. I'm not paying that.
Oh my gosh, absolutely not.
No.
It's really like I bought something from White Fox and I didn't want to return it because they were either going to just give me store credit and then I would get charged duties again, which I didn't even realize I was going to get duties, or if I return it, they charge me to return it as well. So I was like, hey, you're going to charge me to return it, give me store credit, then I have to buy something else that might not fit again. So I'm selling it on Facebook Marketplace.
So you're actually making money off of me giving you your product back.
Yeah.
Like what is going on?
It's robbery.
No, it's robbery. So guys, everyone's buying from SHEIN or SHEIN, even all these fast fashion brands, and they're just reselling it for you for like triple the price. So
it's crazy.
Crazy.
I want to know the order that you get ready, because there's 3 crucial steps when you're getting ready. There's the outfit, the hair, and the makeup. So walk me through what you do.
Okay. So usually I'll have an outfit in my head. Like I won't get dressed, but I'll like kind of think about what outfit I'm thinking of wearing, because that will really dictate like my makeup and my hair. Mm-hmm. So I'll like have an outfit in mind. I'll usually start with hair.
Okay.
I'll do my hair. And then I'll like pin, if I'm leaving it down, then I'll pin some pieces up and I'll kind of like fix that later. Or I'll like use my roller to like make a little like hair poof or whatever. And then I'll do my makeup and then finish my hair and then get dressed. That's kind of like my order. Yeah, that's my order. Hair, makeup, outfit.
I feel like it's psychotic to put on your outfit before. I feel like there must be no one that does that.
No.
Right?
No. And then also it's
You're
like,
just gonna get it dirty.
so if you do your makeup first, then by the time you're done your hair, I feel like your hair, like your makeup's coming off, like it'll like melt almost.
Yeah. So I usually, because I rarely do different things. Like usually my hair is just like a wave or it's straight. But I will usually like do half of my hair and then have like half of it like still like up in a clip and half of it's down and done. And then I'll like kind of start to do my makeup and then I'll like kind of like finish my hair like as I'm doing my makeup. It's weird. I'll go back and forth sometimes.
Okay.
But then I agree. I always have an outfit in my mind first.
Outfit in mind first.
You have to.
Yeah. Because like I'm not going to do like some crazy makeup and then be wearing like this really chill outfit. So like, you got to like.
have to have an idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I feel like we're the same on that. As per usual. Oh my God. What is this iconic Spider-Man thing?
Okay, because we've been talking so much about like AI this, AI that.
Oh, yes.
It just like was nice to bring it back to when things were done like real time in real life. And you know the very first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene in the cafeteria where she like slips and falls and he catches her and then all the food falls and he catches it all on the tray.
Yeah.
So that was real.
What?
Like he actually did that, but it took over 150. I think it was like 156 tries for him to get that. But he did it 156 times and literally, you guys have to watch it. We'll post it after. It's crazy.
Oh,
like how everything fell. There was like banana, like milk, like plate, like all these things, and he's holding her. And their reaction is so genuine because it's just like, holy shit, like he just did that.
Imagine he like did it though, and then he goes, yeah, and then he's like, oh wait,
yeah. Also, like, did he do it 156 times in a row that day, or did he like
spread
25 this day, 50 tomorrow, like? And just like how discouraging. Imagine like, okay, take 149. I'd be like, oh my God, like. I have to get it.
I'm not doing this. Like, let's put some string on these items and like find a way to just like pull it down because.
But it was just before they could just like AI that kind of shit.
Now
so
they just AI everything.
Yeah.
Like even we watched the Stuntman movie, Fall Guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Right?
And so he like I feel like it like they just put his face on all the stuff when he was doing it. Like they just AI'd his face on because they were showing how they kind of do it. And I was like, damn, it's just like filmmaking now is just like computer science. Like it's some guy like coding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's so different.
There's an AI. They're going to launch soon an AI news channel. Oh. So what it does is it literally is like all fake broadcasters.
Because spooky.
Think of how many people it takes to like run a production for news. Like how many like people, space,
and what time you have to wake up at in order to do like morning news. Like,
and also the fact that like they can't sometimes be translated in different languages. Like they'll just have subtitles, but it's not actually read in that language.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now with AI, like literally the broadcasters can be speaking in different languages.
So they just like feed them the news, and it's just like this AI created person that is saying the news.
That's saying the news.
Holy moly, you think like some jobs are like safe?
No jobs are safe.
But they're not.
Literally.
That's crazy.
And I saw the guy, God. I think he's actually from Canada that is like coding it. You guys can go, well, I'll post the link. He showed like an example and it looked so real. And she goes from telling the news in English to like telling it in Chinese.
So you're just like,
okay. What? It's just nuts.
That's insane.
And like, yeah, that's crazy. So that's another AI thing taking over the world.
Okay, also this is kind of random, but I know we used to be obsessed with Wordle, and this isn't in the notes, but yesterday, you know, SHEIN, like on our soccer team, he like sends me the Wordle, like how he did it, and he got in like 5 tries, and he's like, you should do the Wordle today. And I was like, man, I don't really play anymore. And he's like, no, you should do it. And then I was like, okay. And then I was trying to think like, okay, why is he sending me this? Like, what could it be? Like, this is my chance to get it in like one shot. And then I was like, I'm going to be a bride. So then I put bride, and it was like, nope. No. Like The R was correct, but in the wrong spot. And then clearly I forgot how to play because then I was like, maybe it's groom. And then I put groom, but I put the R in the same spot. And I was like, oh my God, so stupid. Anyway, it took me 5 tries. Do you want to know what the Wordle was yesterday?
What was it?
Stark. I was so selfish thinking of myself and not my own baby.
Oh.
So then I made Matt do it. And then I was like, I'm ashamed that I didn't get this. I'm like, you need to get the Wordle in one guess or like, I'm disowning you.
And he got it?
And he got it.
Oh.
He got it.
Oh, remember we used to do it every single day?
Remember when you had to freaking dream about the word and then that was the word? Like how can we just talk about that for a second? Guys, Romina had a dream one day that she knew what the word on Wordle was going to be. And it was those, which is so random.
Those.
Yeah. And then she woke up, told Farzad, so she had a witness. And then she put it in and it was the freaking word.
And I lost my mind. And then I started being like, yo, do I have like dreams that like are gonna become reality? You know when everyone thinks that like their dreams
do
are
I have
like,
a sixth sense?
So then I had a dream the other night. Actually, this reminds me of this person that I used to work. I'm not even gonna say where because just in case they're like listening to this, I don't even want to like say this. Someone I used to work with's brother that I've met maybe like twice was in a really bad car accident. Like really, really bad. Okay. And I was at his funeral and I was like with the girl that I knew and I was like hugging her. I'm like, I'm so sorry that your brother passed away. And it felt so real to me and so random. Like I haven't
like
talked to this person in years. Haven't seen it. And then I'm like, I had this like weird urge to be like, don't drive today, like or like something like weird, but I was like, this is so random, like I'm not gonna scare this person and be like, I had a dream that your brother died, but like so creepy and weird.
So weird. Matt said I was sleep talking a lot last night, like 2 times.
I was sleep talks all the time.
Yeah,
it's so weird. But oh my God, this reminds me of the TikTok that I saw that because of this dream thing. This girl was at a club one night with her friends and like she posted the screenshots of like messages between her and her mom. Her mom literally texts her. It's like 2 a.m. She's like, where are you? She's like, I'm out right now, Mom. Like, she obviously doesn't even live at home. Like,
yeah,
I'm out right now, Mom. What's wrong? She's like, you need to leave wherever you are right now. She's
Stop
like,
it.
why? She's like, no, you need to leave right now. Like, please leave. And she's like, okay, I'm going. She leaves. There's a massive shooting at the club that they were at. She's like, you need to leave right now. I had a dream that like there's blood and like all this stuff. You need to leave wherever you are. She leaves and there's literally like a mass shooting at the place that they're at.
Oh my God.
And I was like, she's like, holy shit. Like when your mom tells you like about their dream and you just got to listen.
Okay,
wait,
you need to find that TikTok and send me that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
It's crazy. Like she's like, what? And like she posted like the news article of the mass shooting and like the time when her mom like texted her. It was a whole thing. I mean, she could have made it up, but I like, why would you make that up?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what's the point of that? You know?
What's the point? Oh my God, that gave me goosebumps.
Like
that
crazy.
Is so crazy.
I know. Yeah. So crazy.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Okay, maybe we should end on a lighter note.
Yeah, I'll end on something light. Do you want to talk about shopping and what we want to add to cart right now?
Yes.
Okay, let me think of what I've been purchasing lately.
I just got this dress, guys, from Costco. If you're,
my gosh, yeah.
You guys know we love like Costco finds, especially when it's like clothing. And this is like a Lole dress. It literally feels like Lulu, but it's Lole. And it has pockets. It has like built-in shorts. It's like perfect if you're playing like tennis or golf or one of those activities. So
amazing.
It was like $24.
Okay. Yeah. That's a really good find. You said you bought it in more than one color?
I was like, because you know at Costco, they bring things and then they never bring them back. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get one in in both colors.
So you got it in this color and what's the other color?
White.
Okay.
So then I was like, if I hate it, then I'll just return both of them.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have the option of having it versus going back to buy it and then it's not there.
Yeah.
Just like Costco with things, they just like rip it away so quickly.
They just take it out of your fingers before you get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine's like not necessarily an item to add to cart, but it's a place that I recently went to that I like never been before that actually had some really cute stuff.
Okay.
RW & Co.
Oh,
it's at Train Yards. It's kind of like a bit like fancier.
It's like workout fits and things. Like
not really workout fits. No, it's like just like more business casual, like a little bit of formal.
Cool.
Like they had a lot of fits there because Matt went there to look for a suit for our wedding because they have like suits in the back and whatever. But they had a lot of like cute preppy clothes that I feel like would like tennis dresses that I feel like would look good in Italy. They had really nice stuff for guys. Like I feel like Farzad should go there and they have mega sales all the time. They have some really cool like a little like upper level formal swagger, but not like too expensive.
I want to go.
So it's just like a random spot at Train Yards, and I actually got this necklace from there too.
So cute. And the prices are good.
Yeah, the prices were really good. Matt got Matt found a suit, and he literally got like $300 off with all these sales. It was like $50 off the pants, $50 off the jacket, $20 off this. We're just like, oh my god, we literally saved like $200. And the guy gave us a bunch of I'll give some to you. The guy gave us a bunch of coupons to use. If you spend $100, you get $40 off. Between sometime in July. So I'll bring it, and you and Farzad can use them.
Oh my
He gave
God.
us so many coupons. Shout out to Tristan. He was so helpful.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of coupons, like, you know how you love, like, you've told me about this, Uber Eats has sometimes so many coupons and things, promotions. Well, now you can get groceries on Uber Eats.
Yes, sometimes like 40% off.
Literally, we got $85 worth of groceries for like $50.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And like no delivery or anything. I'm like,
Yep.
this is cheaper than Instacart. I was like, bro, like what?
100%.
So if you're looking for a deal, always check like Uber Eats promotions.
Because they don't just send them to you. You have to like go into the promotions and go search it for yourself now.
Yeah.
They don't just send them to you.
They
in
don't
your
send them
email.
to you.
You
You
gotta
have
go
to-
searching for that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah. All
I feel so much lighter.
Me too.
That was fantastic. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're listening to this, my bridal shower is the next day. So
Oh my God. And also
crazy.
Beer Fest is this weekend on Friday,
my God,
guys.
I'm so excited.
So keep a lookout because we're doing a little collab with them, and
I know, it's pretty crazy.
it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.